Hello, various personages. I'm just doing a casual game here against a real human person. I know a lot of you are convinced that there are no humans on the Fury of Dracula community, but you would be wrong. This is a player I play against quite a bit. I'd classify him as intermediate, I guess. I don't know if there is a classification. I got sick and tired of seeing people play against AI, because the AI is really bad in this game. So, we get to have a not AI, and so maybe you'll have at least a small, tiny bit of an idea of what this game looks like when it is played by proper people who understand the game. At least a little bit. So I'm using my usual setup here. I could go into a rant on why or why not I use this setup. I have been tempted to start both Godlaming and Mina in Vienna, but it's just too obvious. So you gotta be tricky sometimes. And this setup allows for a lot of trickiness. You can move Mina to Lord Godlaming, which usually I don't do, but, you know, sometimes I do. Or Godlaming to Mina, or they just sit there. The only real thing I'm not crazy about in this setup is that Godlaming is not in a great location here in terms of his ability to move two places. You know, he generally is going to want to move from Munich, usually to either 58 or to 37. Alright. Well, I actually always supply here. I'm actually going to be tricky. I'm going to do this. Just to be tricky. It's a bad move, but occasionally you have to do the second best move. Usually, you know, you always want to supply. Here I am going, oh boy. Turn 1 hired scouts. Not great. I actually know this person, and we make so many jokes about starting in Valona. No, I want to do 56 and 17. Nope. Okay, well that's good. That's good to know. The advantage to removing these is that 17 and 56 you can actually get to pretty easily. So, them not being on the trail is... or them being removed from circulation is not super useful. Generally speaking, you want to remove the worst possible locations first before... so then, if he does happen to be in one of those bad locations, you can be like, well, at least we know he's there. And it mitigates your problems. Ooh, a white 1. Excellent. Oh, he is saying things. Oh, yes. Good luck, have things. Ooh, I'm actually going to trade for that Mystic Research, because that was a pretty nice get this early. Of course, he knows I have that, if he's been paying attention. Do a quick... Okay, he's not in Austria-Hungary. So now we have a few options, but the best option is to just stay here, supply, and keep scanning Austria-Hungary so that if he does happen to be in Baltica, he's sort of trapped there. That is a play. Sometimes it can be tempting, especially if you like get an early newspaper reports, to surprise check Germany or Italy. That's if you're wanting to be tricky. I have complicated feelings about how much you need to be tricky in this game. It can be really tempted. Ooh, that's a good draw. Eastern Europe. It can be really tempting to try to be super tricky in this game because you're being smart, but often just playing boring, effective Fury of Dracula will win you games. Some may say that's a flaw in the design. I don't know about that. Some people like 2nd edition more because it encouraged more tricky play. Ooh, Heroic Leap on Mina is actually decent. Do I want to... Yeah, let's hand Mina this pistol. I'm going to take the dogs. Oops. No, I'm going to take the dogs. Because that way, Godlaming can get rid of the dogs. And then for this, I'm going to trade this so that if he draws a 2 yellow, he can discard it. Where if it were like this, he'd have to discard one of these, and I don't really want to discard one of those. Those are both the cards that... I want him to know that I have a pistol. I don't want him to know that I can cancel Escape his bat. night supply here, but I do actually kind of want to go to 3. 2 is okay. I'll probably try to cycle that. And I'm gonna Mystic Research. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Okay, that's basically average. So that means there's 4. I have a deck of cards on my desk that I use to keep track of this. It feels bad, man. Okay, let's keep the scanning up. Still isn't on in Austria-Hungary. Yeah, it can be tempting to jump down to Venice and check Italy. Venice is not a great place to move from if you're wanting to move west. This whole area, these 4 zones, really illustrate how much more useful fast horses is. Because when you're in this area, the rails are just so not worth anything, because you basically have to use a rail just to move what you would normally move in a carriage. Now, 57 to 58 is very specifically a really good rail. So this is just a complicated place. This is like a triangle of doom to get through, which is why it's good to start here. Basically, the only way through this half of the map to this half of the map is either here or all the way up here. There's really not any other way to get past other than that. Okay, so we have 3 out. He hasn't done the misdirect trick, which is fine. It's kind of a cheap trick, but I mean, I don't care. You can use all the cheap tricks you want. Oh boy, blood transfusion, my favorite, he said sarcastically. But yeah, so since he didn't do misdirect, we have a desire to get us a newspaper reports. We have a decent amount of stakes out, more hired scouts. We can sort of maybe periodically remove. So we actually don't want to pick Athens here. I think we actually want to do this. Ah, there we go. Yep. All right. Okay. And since we don't have... See, he has chartered carriage. Sophia, 1, 2, 3, 4. What does Godlaming have? Does he have a stake? He does not. Yeah, I'm going to keep supplying because we don't have what we want. Oh, boy. That is the customary greeting when you reveal Dracula's trail. Let's go. Do I want to keep that 3-2? No, I don't, because he has chartered carriage. I really am trying to dig for those white ones. Come on! Oh! Actually, this is actually good, because we want the 3 for Seward to potentially get. Now, actually, let me think about this. Okay, I have stopped thinking about this. Yeah. He's gonna need... I was thinking maybe I wanted to night supply with him, but... Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's good. That was a good get. And you... going to grab... His gear is not the worst. It's not as bad as you would think. Now, a rail ticket actually might make sense. Because I gotta get her moving. She has heroic leap, so I'm not too scared about a fight. Yeah, let's see if I can grab a yellow 2. Hey, look at that. A yellow 2. Yeah, this is really why you want to hold on to those bad tickets, so that when you need to draw a good ticket, you can. And people who don't need good tickets, like Van Helsing does not need a good ticket at this point. So he's trying to get, like, he didn't want to draw this. He wanted to draw a 2-1. But he's going to spend that really quick, so it's not going to be a problem. And we aren't doing horses yet. Seward has a horse. Ooh. Okay, well that could be any number of things. I kind of have to check Sophia. I really don't want to use a chartered carriage to do it, though. Yeah, I'm going to save my chartered carriage, actually. I'm just going to move to 53. And then I'll get another one, and then I'll jump onto it. His gear is not great for killing vampires, so that's a little scary. Yeah, since he's gonna be moving east, we're gonna want Van Helsing to go south. That vampire lair is gonna be a little tricky to use. Do I send it by rail? I kinda wanted to just Yeah, I'm gonna have her chill. Because, like, 2 pistols, I'm really not crazy about. And she can get another event. And those are important. You already know that I have a pistol, so I will continue to reveal that I have a pistol. Planned ambush. That's good. It's not good to have a planned ambush and a heroic leap. Okay. Ugh, I'm going to have to discard that 1/1. Oh, I don't love it, but what are you going to do? You are going to Night Supply? Yeah, you're going to Night Supply, so I'm going to draw a card from my thing, keeping track of how many are left. Ooh, Money Trail. Excellent. That is not quite useful yet. You're going to grab that planned ambush from Mina. Oh, let me grab that blood transfusion while I'm at it. Because she can't use blood transfusion. Of course, no one should use blood transfusion, but that's just me being a complainy man. Yeah, go ahead and hold on to all that. Yeah, just chill. Because I want her to have a yellow too, so she can jump down to 25. If need be. Though really, see if he would like, for example, wolf form from here, she would need to go check 38. Because it's possible that he's gone from Sophia to 55 and he's at Ocean now, and then a wolf form could get him, you know, pretty far over here. And Mina would have to check 38 to close off that avenue of escape. Godlaming is still going to need to check Sophia to try to find some vampires. I'm not crazy about his setup here. So the good thing about this situation is, okay, so if he moves to 50 and he's ambushed by a vampire, I can have, well, I was going to say I could have Van Helsing trade him the, no, don't use starter carriage. I could have Van Helsing trade him the planned ambush, which could potentially help. Alright, let's see what you got. What you got? Hit me. Okay. A lot of new Dracula players will, like, always ambush. That's something that I would say you don't generally want to do as Dracula players. You wanna not ambush. So if he's not ambushing, it's probably because he can't, unless there's some other reason. Do I want to supply here? Because the question is, where do I move? Yeah, I'm gonna supply. That's a good get. Yeah, I'll get rid of the crucifix. Yeah. Yeah, I've been less and less happy about, oh yeah, crucifix. Ooh, so yeah, here's the problem. If I move by C, he won't be able to do the thing. He won't be able to trade. But that's a risk I'm just gonna have to take. If Godlaming has to spend a bunch of turns dealing with this vampire, then okay, he's just gonna have to do that. Oof. I'm wondering if Money Trail is worth using at this point. I really don't think it is. So he could be as far as the Tyrrhenian Sea at the moment. But I don't know where that is, so no, we're going to supply. Yeah, don't move unless you know what direction you're moving towards. Unless you know you're moving towards Dracula. Ooh, that's always a good one to get. Alright, Godlaming. What's up? Hey, this guy's gotten better at the game. Okay. So, he did not ambush, so he won't get the bonus from Fangs. I want to bait out his strengths and I also actually want to bait out his mesmerizes. I was about to say plotting, but that's actually not the case. I have enough items that I'm not scared about plotting. No strength here. Oh, plotting. Okay, well. I'm not positive why he did that. I would think that he would go mesmerize in order to try to cancel, but often a plotting is done because he has a bad hand, which means we might want to risk a more aggressive play, like try pistol. I mean, pistol is so worthless that I might as well do this, because even if he breaks it, see, this is a bad fight. You don't want to do fights at night, even with 3 items. You don't want to do it. Now, the advantage of this situation is if he does fangs, I actually do net a damage here, because he'll heal but only go up to 4, and then I'll do 2 damage, and he'll be down to 2, which means he's in a killable range for my rifle, which he doesn't know I have. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And, you know, that's fine. We're trying to bait these out, so it's totally, you know, it's whatever. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, I think I have a plan for victory, but it depends on if he's trying to escape. So we're gonna punch, try to bait out either the other strength or the other mesmerize. Either one, it'll be a win. Then at round 4, he will be able to escape. Presumably, he will escape his bat, and I'll be able to hit him with the rifle. It's not a great plan. Again, I'm in a bad situation here. One-on-ones you basically never want to do. Right, there it is. Yeah, and the fact that I'm alternating might make him think that I have a bad setup. Like, he probably thinks I have a Heavenly Host, and I'm wanting to save it. Yeah, let's give this a shot. It's not a great plan, but you don't have great odds in one-on-ones. Like I said, you lose like you win like 40% of the time. A fangs here would be pretty bad. Yeah. That's fine though. That's basically just 2 damage. So it's not. We don't really lose anything. Since I haven't played anything that cancels fangs, I'm tempted to try the crucifix. Yeah, crucifix is a hard one to do. I mean, maybe he'll play like Escape is Mist. Who knows? Yeah, I could see him playing fangs or mesmerize or Escape is Mist. Yeah, there we go. All right. So that's a dead vamp. That's I would say a slightly above average play. A lot of damage still well done. Gotta always you know, be nice to other opponents, and when you get a lucky play, you know, you acknowledge it. So you don't wanna I don't know what the word is. Showboat. Should I money trail here? No, I can math it out. One of these would be good, though. You have to pass. You're going to pass. Now, Godlaming's not in a great situation. He's gonna have to spend some rounds getting more stuff. But yeah, in fights, you always want to try to save some items that he doesn't know about. Because once Dracula knows what's in your hand, you're done. There's really not a lot you can do. And now, he does know what Godlaming has. So Godlaming needs to cycle just, if for no other reason, than to add more doubt into what he has. In terms of board state, we're in a good place. Dracula's taken damage. He's taken more damage. We're on his trail. Ooh. Okay, hold on, wait. So he's either in the Tyrrhenian or the Mediterranean. We actually know this. And we can know for certain by checking 46. Okay, He is in the Mediterranean. See? Didn't need to use money trail. This is a little bit of a scary situation, though. I'm not going to lie. So he is in the Mediterranean, which means he could do... Hold on, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we want to keep him from doing a double back. So I'm actually going to do this. I mean, he's probably going to go to Spain, which is fine. And I'll have Mina come here, and that way we can... There's a big number of ways that we can check stuff. I'm not gonna have to go here. That way he can trade in the event that this is something that is bad. This gets all these yellow 2s out of circulation, which I dig. Okay, now this is dangerous. And I am not going to take this. No. Not with only 2 items when Dracula knows what my items are. No, that is going to be a negative boss. Do I want to get rid of this? Ooh. Let's just get a ticket. Okay, well that's not a yellow 2, so it gets our rate better. I'm gonna get my planned ambush over to Lord Godlaming, so that he at least is able to do stuff. I'm actually gonna take your blood transfusion. Chartered carriage is really good on him in his current situation, so I'm gonna chill there. Do I want to supply with you? I kind of do. I really don't like your setup, so I'm gonna draw another one of these. And hey, we're burning through garlic wreaths, so I can't complain about that. Chartered carriage. I don't hate it. From here, a chartered carriage is not bad. It's not really good, but it's not bad. Okay, so we'll have Godlaming do a day search in the event that he has to fight a vampire. I'm not crazy about using the planned ambush in that circumstance. It's almost better if it's, like, you know, if I'm scared of it maturing, is trading Heroic Leap to Van Helsing, and then trading Heroic Leap to Lord Godlaming, and then just using the Heroic Leap to kill the vampire. Just because Godlaming just... I mean, he has 2 items, and you don't want to go into a fight with 2 items. I mean, if it's a reckless vampire, we fight at day, I might... And the planned ambush, yeah, I might be able to take that. Like, maybe... It'd be hard, though. Especially with him knowing what I have. I have 2 cards on the bottom of the deck that are hunter cards. For those who are keeping track. Oh, he should have wolf formed. Well, I don't know. I mean, wolf form's the kind of thing where you're like, oh, you should have used it, and then later you're like, man, I'm glad I saved wolf form. But wolf forming from the Mediterranean is so strong. Like, the number of possible cities that you could be in is really, really high. In this case, I've eliminated a lot of them. Do I want to play Renewed Vigor? No. Like, he's obviously here. There's no need to play Renewed Vigor. Alright, Godlaming, let's see what's up. What do we got? Oof. Yeah, I do not dig this. I mean, he might die, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll do that. Dodge for psychological reasons. When you get into the advanced gameplay of this, you start figuring out a lot of the psychological tricks. I'm nowhere near that. But since I haven't played any dodges, I'm going to play a dodge just to sort of put that into his psychological repertoire. Just because I literally no other reason. When it's planned ambush, just pick a basic card. What is he doing? Oh, really? Mesmerize? You just planned ambush to choose a different card. Yeah. Why don't you look at this? Hello. He might have thought I was gonna escape. I might have a chance here. This is day 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna... this is actually even worth a death, I think. Because he would only get 2... Yeah, this is actually worth a death. Because he would only get 2 points for killing Godlaming. And that would actually teleport him to... Right, now this doesn't break the rifle because it's day. Which is fine. Now what I don't want him to do is mesmerize me. That actually would be not great. So I'm actually going to... I'm a little afraid of him using plotting. But not that scared. Crucifix might... Yeah, this is just a bad situation. You don't want to get in one-on-ones. You don't want to get on one-on-ones against new vampires. You don't want to... Now, it's day, so, like, that's the only good thing going for me. Godlaming dying would teleport him closer to Dracula. Yeah. Yeah, that's the good play. Because plotting is really good when you have lower number of items. I was just really afraid of him using fangs there. And I really only had like 1 chance at this. I may have to do the heroic leap thing. I feel bad about it to an extent, but I mean, the heroic leap's a good card, but you just can't let Dracula get points on the board. Especially not when I'm chasing him down this much. I might have a chance here. He might try to escape since it's day. In fact, I almost want to do heroic leap and kill Godlaming. Because what that will accomplish is, again, it will do the teleport. And because we'll be able to do a trade, it will mean, let's see, how many fangs has he played? He's played just one. Okay. Yeah, the problem here is that he has that card out. So I'm a little scared of dying here because plotting is out. If he has the right cards, he can checkmate and kill me. Which will mean 5 points for him, and that's kind of bad. I have Vampire Lair, so it'll mean he'll only have 3. Again, the teleport is real nice. Okay, that won't break the crucifix. Yeah, I think he has me here. All he needs is another Fangs. Because that was his 2nd strength. Yeah, all he needs is another Fangs, and that will do it. So we'll see if he has it. Because I can't dodge because of plotting. But that is fine. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that worked out. I guess. Yeah, he must have just not had it. So this is a horrible situation. A 1-health vampire. Do I waste a heroic leap on a 1-health vampire? What's sad is I think I do. That's what's the saddest thing about this. Move to Marseille. Okay, yeah, so he could be in Cagliari. That would be really bad for him. Oh, unless he matures the vampire. Yeah, if he matures the vampire. No, yeah, I gotta do the thing. I hate wasting day trades like this, but that's what you gotta do. Take a heroic leap. It's fine for you to keep those. You can know... Yeah, it's fine for him to know we have Chartered Carriage. Forewarned, we really don't want him to know about. This is a decent play. play. Because then we can move together and then start at least checking places. So you are actually going to rest. Not that it'll mean anything, but, you know, maybe something will happen that I don't foresee. That's something you gotta, you know, you just have to think about. Do I wanna... Let's try to keep the money trail, but that's not, it's not relevant. I would guess that he's in 1. Do I want to supply and get rid of that stake? No, we need the stake. We need the stake for Vampire Lair. And then you are going to trade with Godlaming. We give him Heroic Leap and take Chartered Carriage. This is so lame. I think I'll have him... Well, see, yeah, I'll probably have him maybe, what, Supply in the Day? Is that the right play? You should try to grab a 3. Ooh, not what I wanted. Eek. It's a bad pull. It's a bad pull. See, if he had wolf formed, I would have had to have checked France here. He's probably going to feed, if I were to guess, because he's probably in 1, and he's like, man, I'm so far away from them, I can just feed. Sometimes Draculas can underestimate just how really fast people can move via train. Or we could be moving quickly. The usual play here is you go to 1, then to 26, and then you sort of move along the coast until the hunters get to you, and then you go to sea. Sometimes you can bait it out long enough for the Mediterranean Sea to slide off. That's really hard to do. You have to use a lot of powers and such. That's kind of the worst case scenario. Fortunately, I have Money Trail, so I'm not really worried about doing that. I guess do I want Godlaming to use a supply action? Yeah, so this is actually a pretty clever plan that he has here. So his plan is to have the vampire mature, remove these locations, and then he can go back to the Mediterranean Sea. Which is a good play. That's what William did in that one video, if you saw that. Ooh, wait. With renewed vigor, could I save? Rest? Search, next action. No, because I can't double rest. Ah, it's a bummer. Nah, we'll save it. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is gonna seem so dumb. Heroic Leap for 1 damage, and then this teleports him here, which actually moves him faster. Oh, it feels like such a lame move. Can you move 3? No, you can't. So we're gonna actually let's check for husbandry. What is our husbandry situation? Ooh, it's not great. We only have 1 white. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Now, fortunately, I will say, moving only 1 isn't the worst situation. Oh, I could Vampire Lair, but I really have better things to do than to do Vampire Lair. Yeah, this is the big weakness of Vampire Lair. Ooh, nice. We have to check Barcelona. See, the problem is he still has Wolf Form off cooldown. Yeah, no, he went here. That's, I mean, yeah. Do we trade for Vampire Lair? No, if we were to trade for Vampire Lair, we would do it. Oh, you have no... You can't even Chartered Carriage. You poor old man. That's going to be an oof from me. We want to move... Want to use Chartered Carriage here? I think I do. Yeah, well... Yeah, Chartered Carriage is... It's not like Sense of Emergency. Yeah, just move to Madrid because it's a good spot. He's probably not there, although sometimes, you know, he could be. And what's nice is she has Forewarned. Yeah, he's probably in 26, if I were to guess. Yeah, he's saying the heroic leap play was a good play. Seems like such a waste for a 1 health vampire. Good job keeping her alive. Boop. Yeah, I wish I could do Vampire Lair in the night, but you can't. Because, let's be honest, that would be a little overpowered. Money Trail isn't worth it. We're going to pass. You need to get a ticket, young man. By young man, I mean old man. That is not the ticket I wanted, but we'll work with it. Man, this is not... It's not good. These aren't good items. I have to... Okay, well, that's not any better. Oh, dogs. I really think dogs should have canceled Bats and Fog. Then it might be usable. Ooh, now that is a card that is not the worst. Yeah, if dogs countered Bats and Fog, then I would consider putting it on people and keeping it on people. Otherwise, just don't even bother. Now, from Budapest with the chartered carriage, it's actually faster to go here, because if the other chartered carriage move would put you here, whereas with this, the fastest you could go is here, whereas from here, the fastest you could go is here. So this is actually better. Also, since he's going to the South Atlantic and then potentially north, 16 would be better. Now, I'm going to have to trade him that chartered carriage, but It's no big deal. We have Dracula, who's taking some damage. Him getting 3 points I'm not crazy about, but, you know, that's why we have Vampire Lair. Potentially we can trade Vampire Lair to Lord Godlaming. Or I guess Helsing could use it. Wolf form? Yeah, wolf form. That's... I don't know if I would wolf form there. But he might be in a situation where he really has to use wolf form. He could be here. And then he just wolf formed, like, way the heck away. So it might be worth it to... I don't know. I'll probably have him Night Supply. Ooh, he went here. That's... I'm not even sure if that's better or worse. Do I want a Renewed Vigor? So what's cool about Renewed Vigor is one of my actions could be to do Vampire Lair. That seems like a bit of a waste, but I feel like checking 48 is kind of important. Because if we eliminate 48, then he's just basically somewhere in Spain. Or, like, maybe he's here. Let's do it. It might be a mistake. I may regret this, but let's do it. Okay, you're going to move out of hospital. And yes, you're going to get your second action because that's how it should work. Ooh. Oh man, now I really want him to do the Vampire Lair. Phooey. Yeah, we got to check 48. Okay. And then we're going to do Vampire Lair. Yeah. And that'll just make it where his night action won't happen. Do I move you down? I really want to check 54, because he could be at 54 at the moment. She should check 26. He's probably... If he was at 26, why did he wolf form? Maybe he went up here to be cheeky, I don't know. Could do Uncharted Carriage, but I'm not going to. Stake is kind of useful. Yeah, I'm afraid of him doubling back. Going down here. Because he could be in 54. He could have moved here, hide, then wolf formed here to try to be tricky. And then, because I'm bad at this game, and I should have supplied before I moved, I'm going to do this and discard... Oh, actually, I'm going to discard one of these. Should discard one of my wolf forms. You... this seems like a decent check. So I think he did go here and then hide. We'll keep cycling the deck, getting good info. I would say that was not a great renewed vigor. But get over it. A 2-rail would be quite useful here, actually. So I will dig for one. There it is. Oh, this is the situation I hate. How much do I need fast horses in the like? I don't like need my next action to be a good fast horse. Ooh, excellent. Ah, it worked out for me. Okay, you are delayed. I need him to do a night supply. You were gonna trade chartered carriage to Lord Godlaming so we can get back into the fight. You do have chartered carriage, right? Okay. Escape route. I'm gonna trade to you. I don't want you to be full up, so congratulations, Lord Godlaming. You get a blood transfusion. I'm not crazy. Oh, do I actually still have another night supply? Mystic research? I don't remember. Do I want to give you? I really should be digging for the other white ones. Yeah, I really should be. There it is. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. He's not in Cagliari. Because you can't do 3 land moves, you know, you can't hide and then do something else. He went here, hid, and then he wolf formed, likely to 54 to try to be tricky. Which means his next move is probably to move to 8, if I were to guess. Which means I could check 54 with Van Helsing. Van Helsing doesn't have a great hand. Someone's gonna need to check 1 though. Who has a stake? You don't have a stake. Do you have a stake? You don't have a stake. Ugh. Godlaming could get here. That actually would be kind of awesome. That would be a decent check. Yeah. Almost tempted to use my 1 because a 3 white from here is actually really valuable. There aren't a lot of horses around, and I kind of want to have his night action to be to get better items because he has bad items. Oh, do I really get rid of my white 1? Really? And I know it's 1, and that would be a hide. We did just check Madrid. We were in 36 when he landed. We checked 36 when he landed, so we know it's not there. Yeah, I'm actually going to use the white 1. Yeah, it's possible I have been fooled. Despite the fact that I have a YouTube video, or a YouTube show, I am actually not very good at this game. Believe it or not. Have to check here. Yeah. So hid. Okay, so he's in 8. He could be in 4, but do I want to move into a space? I might. I can get out of it with. Man, I have escape route and I have a loser. Wow. Yeah, just to check and to get him on some white rails. Yeah, let's check it. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Mina, I don't think has sense of emergency. She's got any bodyguards, which I can deal with. There's the rifle. Yeah. I could use forewarn, try to cancel whatever the heck is here. I'm still a little scared. Oh, she is lucky fine. Yeah, you gotta deal with ramps. Just gotta do it. Yeah, that must have been. Yeah, that was a bet. You should have put it on this one. Because now I don't care about what's on hide. Because hide can't mature. So if there's a vampire on hide, it won't mature. Yeah. I'm not crazy about the fight with Van Helsing. He has no wolf form, which is nice. This is probably going to be an attrition fight, so I'm happy to use escape route. I am not. No, I'm going to use Holy Circle in this case, because I'm full up on items. And so I'll use this. If I wanted to be cheeky, I could use a rifle first, but I'm not. He's just going to go strength and cancel it. Or maybe he'll mesmerize and try to cancel my escape. Yeah, he'll probably mesmerize and try to cancel my the escape that he presumes that I have. Okay, well, I could have just normal escaped. See, that's the thing about this combat system. If they do a bad move, you still just win anyway. You know, if I had punched or escaped, if I would escape, which would have been my normal move, then you know that wouldn't have hit me. Yeah, got a night supply. Since we're this close to Dracula, ooh, fast horses, excellent. And a steak, not what I want. I'm actually gonna get rid of one of the steaks. I really do not need 2 steaks. Local rumors will not help. See, if this... Oh, well, okay. If that had also revealed the encounters, that would have been nice, but it's not gonna be. Let's see, this is Toulouse, right? So I should really check this. Garlic and a knife is actually not a bad hand. What do we have to lose? Okay, yep, and yep. Steak and Drake. Alright, you need to supply. This is risky. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. But, what are you gonna do? I have Lucky Find, so I'm gonna check out what's in Alicante. We'll do the wolves first, and then we have some desecrated soil, which I'm not crazy about. He knows I have the pistol, and I'll show him that I have a rifle. Okay, so no damage from the wolves. The desecrated soil will go off. But no vampires on the board, which is a good situation. We might have to just let that mature. It's a shame he didn't ambush us with it. We could use Forewarned. But he knew he had Forewarned, so he waited. See, that was a smart play. If he had ambushed us with the Forewarned, or with the Desecrated Soil, I could have used Forewarned to cancel it. But he was a smart Dracula and did not, and forced me to search for it. It can be tempting to do the ambush on Desecrated Soil because you're getting 3 free stuff, and then if they don't have it, then every time somebody moves into that space, even if they have the Heavenly Host in the future, you still get the 3 free encounters. Okay, yeah. I don't have the cards. So, he will probably go to C here, which is fine. It's fine. It's more that long-term attrition type of situation. He can go to the South Atlantic, but he will not be able to then go to the Mediterranean. So he's most assuredly going to go to one of these seas. Now, that is still not a great situation. So we need to... We killed all the vampires, right? Yeah, okay. You need to get some real items, please, sir. Okay, let's get rid of... I want to hold on to the steak. Yeah, you don't need the dogs. Horses are good, knife is good. The question is holy bullets or steak. Nah, he's going to be so low health towards the end because of all his water movements, we're not going to need a holy bullets add-on. Okay, Seward is unfortunately delayed. Can't be helped. You are, I think, going to supply. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm so not scared. I know. You're thinking, David, what the heck are you doing? Why are you keeping Garlic Wreath? Okay. Garlic Wreath is actually not the worst when you also have a Heavenly Host. That's actually okay. Is it good? No, but it's okay. It's okay. It is okay. I'm gonna go up to 48 here, right? And we'll rail. Yeah, because he's most assuredly going to be going north, and I used a rail ticket there because I am a dumb man. Always check to see if you can move by carriage. I almost wish there was an in-game, are you sure, when you move by rail to a location that you can move to by carriage. Let's see if we can't try to find that other white one. Because now that we have 2 fast horses, yeah, that's not super great. Now that we have 2 fast horses, we are going to want to try to get our horse economy in a good situation. Generally don't night supply, and especially don't night supply if it is in a place that is a small city. I'll try to get a better ticket. I am, because I really want to get that white one. And every time I roll, there's a chance I get the white one. And you have to do it a bunch of times, because there's 8 of it. It's a 1 in 8 chance. Since everyone has 2 tickets, everyone does have 2 tickets, right? No, so it'd be a 1 in 9 chance. So, that's not great. You're gonna have to roll those dice a bunch of times. I think I want to move Godlaming up to Paris, because that's equidistant to all of Dracula's possible escape locations. One of my favorite things to do is when Dracula lands here, and you know that he does, you drop a consecrated ground token here. It's just fun. It's just fun times. Okay, yeah. I think this is worth a money trail. Okay, let's get you here. Because either way, this is going to be closer. Now the question is, do we day money trail or do we night money trail? I think we night money trail, because I think we still need to supply up. Yeah. Yeah, you have blood transfusion and you have a bad item, so we're going to supply. I'll definitely trade that for the Garlic Wreath. Ooh, Behind the Veil. Alright, what's the #1 rule of Behind the Veil? Ooh, he hasn't raged. That's good to know. #1 rule of Behind the Veil is always discard fog. It is conceivable that there is a circumstance in which you do not want to discard fog. That said, always discard fog. Do I ooh, actually, railing up to here. I am reasonably sure he went north. Those are famous last words of any hunter is, oh, I'm sure he went this way. But I want to get her into a space with another hunter. This sort of hedges our bets, sort of. I really want the white one. I really want it. Come on. Stop drawing these 3 2s. There we go. See, you just have to try it. All right, Dracula. Where did you go? Place your bets now. I think he went to the North Sea. That would be my guess. English Channel. Bad choice, but it is a tricky choice. So I can't fault him for that. Go ahead and get another ticket, actually. I kind of want a 3. Yeah. Because if he makes landfall, that's just good for us. You actually need a ticket. Doing a lot of night supply. Well, I did have Mystic Research. played earlier. I don't know what he's talking about. Am I really doing a lot of Night Supply? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. I guess there's only 18. Ooh, that is not great odds. Yeah, we want to avoid Night Supplies from now on. The fact that he is enraged is a little spook. But when you've teamed up on Dracula, enraged is not really great. What you doing? Okay, he's in the North Sea. So they're gonna check these ports. I don't think Long Night is worth it, and these guys are gonna go for England. All right, that's the plan. Let's get to it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of this game is a game of attrition. I have all 3 ones, right? Do I want to waste a 2? No, just do it. If you can move by rail, just do it. Yeah, no, this is the right move. I'm a little worried about his items. They're not really that great. What did Mina draw? I think I want Mina with Seward. Yeah. Okay. He won't be able to wolf form from the ocean, so that's always a good thing. Now we gotta get to the ocean. Man, I really want a Night Supply, but I really shouldn't. I really should not. At this point, I'm just digging for non-yellow 2s. Yep, like that one. Very good. And do the same. It's actually not the worst to have to happen in England, because in England you really don't need fast horses. I'm going to rest. That's what you're going to do. And for fun, we're going to use her second bond. It's good to get in the habit of just, like, if you can do a thing, do the thing, even if you know it's not going to be useful, because you might have missed something. Even though I obviously didn't, he's obviously at sea, you still need to be in the mindset of, okay, I'll do something that might be useful in the event that I miss something. Because you're going to miss stuff as the hunters. As you saw in my playthrough against the AI. The AI fooled me a lot. And that's going to happen. And, I mean, unless you're smart. I mean, I'm not smart. So, you know, if you're smart, then don't listen to that advice. But you know what I mean. Oh yeah, that's not going to mature. See, I wish it would have told me when I was getting ambushed by both of the things, this is on hide, this is on the location. It would have been nice to know that Desecrated Soil, when I was being ambushed by it, was not going to be a card that matures. I'm going to let him know. Remember, encounters on hide do not mature. It's a rule a lot of people don't understand, even though it says it on hide. Yeah, matured effect of this card cannot resolve. But a lot of people miss it, and they can feel sort of slighted by that. But this is good. It isn't even the second week yet. I mean, it's almost the second week, but Dracula's already more than half dead. Okay, oh, yeah. Can sometimes be bad form to be like, hey Dracula, you should do this. I mean, unless you're doing it as a trick. Like one of my games is Dracula. I was like, do you have any questions? And the other guy was like, where are you? And I was like, Granada. You know, that's a joke. I was actually in Granada, but he wouldn't believe me, you know. And then sometimes you say something where you're not. You know, you want to get into their head. A lot of this game is just trying to get into the head of the other person. And that's something that's true in all of the 3 games. And there's basically 3 games going on here. There's a movement management game, there's a deduction game, and there's a combat game. The movement management game is not a game about getting into somebody's head. That's just a sort of Euro-style ticket management, almost like a racing game. I guess not really a Euro-style. Most famous Dracula words. I wish I saved my wolf form. That is so true. That is so true. There's so many times when you're like, man, I wish I had wolf form. Because it'd be great right now. If he used wolf form right now, then he could be in 35, he could be in 19, he could be in 2, he could be in 9. I would have to check here. Well, actually, nah, wolf form wouldn't really help him that much. Because I could actually check 9 with Seward. And then, yeah, it would ensure it would be almost... Because he'd most likely go to 27, and then I'd have to check 9. And then, well, then he'd go to 27, and then Helsing would go. Yeah. Yeah, wolf form wouldn't be... Going to 2 wouldn't be that bad because of the time. You got to be thinking about the time in which they move. Godlaming is going to go first, check 27. Then Seward's going to move and check 9. Then Van Helsing's going to move and then check 2. So understanding that Van Helsing's going to move last, you want to go to 2. Now, sometimes you can be tricky and be like, man, I'm so sure he's at 2, I'm going to jump to it. But Amsterdam, which is actually Van Helsing's home in lore, by the way, doesn't have rail access. So it's a real tempting place to go, but it's the closer one. Man, there's so much nuance to this map. Just look at the map for like an hour and just realize how much nuance there is and how many little tricks and differences and things. And you start getting obsessed about certain roads, like this one. Like this being a road, the fact that this is just a road and this is just a rail, and that there's only 2 rail connections for this half of the board and this half of the board, and they're both yellow. I like that it sort of gives a presence of borders. Like, getting from Germany into Austria-Hungary, really hard, actually, you know, because borders. And sort of the same with France. Like, 8 and 48 don't have road access. That's something that a lot of people miss. And 48 and 1 don't have rail access, but 1 and 4 do have rail access, but not road access. See, there's all these little things about it, and you gotta constantly be looking at that and thinking, do I need roads right now? Do I need rails right now? Do I need horses right now? It's just a lot to think about. Okay. It's probably a 19. Don't need to use Long Night. But let's get checking. If he moved here, it's because he had fog. Okay. Well, that would not have been my plan, but okay. Well, looks like vampires back on the menu, boys. He still doesn't have wolf form. Yeah, this is probably going to be a dead Dracula. And I have Heavenly Host. Yeah, unless he lucks out here. It's actually just as fast. Yeah, I mean. In hindsight, everything can seem stupid. It's only stupid if it doesn't work. I'm not playing escape route. Let's fight. Okay. Yeah, his only real out here is if he fangs Van Helsing, but I mean, if he fangs Van Helsing, I don't care, because Van Helsing can take 2 bites, and then he'll still take 3 damage, which is only a net damage of 1, but then he's in a situation where I can jump on him with the rest of the hunters. Yeah. Nah, I'd rather take more. Either this or Edinburgh. for Amsterdam. Amsterdam could have been a decent go given the timing of the hunters. Maybe. Alright, did he do it? Did he do it? No. Yeah, that's GG. Oh? Does he... He lives. He lives with 1 HP. Yeah. Now, see, that was actually a really good play on his part in terms of statistics, because Lord Godlaming, statistically, is most likely to have at the Heavenly Host because he gets supplies so fast. Ooh. Okay, now this actually is not super great. Can't escape his bat yet. Does he live here? I think he does not. Yeah, no. He's just barely taken out. And with a punch. Alright, so hopefully that gives you a better idea of how a game of Fury of Dracula might go. We saw a defeated Hunter, we saw a Pirate Dracula, which is, you know, higher level play. Yeah, that's just, you know, just a casual game. GG, which of course stands for good garlic. So, yeah, I hope this has been useful and entertaining, and if not, then, I don't know, can't do anything about it now. Godspeed.